doing this quick talk tonight because I want to discuss something I've now started to think about. I'm going to get the schizo operation nicotine and favourite products option, and I'm going to put onto the table experimental town and community sort of thing, which they do your research, and research like MK Ultra, do your research and watch Gaia television. The CIA in France went to France and dumped a bloody ton of acid into a reservoir and sent the entire town tripping, which is a reality as well. If you've looked on my channel and you see the Project Artichoke, I call it Project Artichoke, it's an artichoke document from like 1950s where they mess around with people's alcohol. They do that to like all sorts of people, like your bloody mayor of the town, your bloody priest, judge, Joe Bloggs, who goes up and down to the pub every night. But anyway, that covers like a small snippet of it. If I can get my brain dragged into the right position, it would be more of a advanced document that would say similar to what I'm going to say. They experiment on entire areas like maybe South Wales. They could experiment on, so they remove the nicotine products like your tobacco products, and rather than it being nicotine, they put dopamine in it, so it feels like your high you would normally have off your nicotine product, but it does not give you the nicotine fix. Because I used to smoke nicotine years ago, and you'd watch your blood vessels shrink up. You smoke this shit now, and you notice your veins and your blood vessels do not go smaller. So it's like, that don't add up to me. How can I explain it? Dr. John Campbell stated in his videos on Dr. John Campbell's channel, nicotine helped with spike protein. So what's the first thing the psychopath is going to do? They're going to stop nicotine in supermarket and retail places. They're going to make you sort of feel like a nicotine, and they're going to stop actual nicotine itself, so it's not constricting the blood vessels. Please take this with a pinch of salt, because me personally would say do not smoke nicotine because you think it's going to help with COVID. I would say don't bother, but it may well have, but because of what they've done, it's not going to help, because you can smoke nicotine and it's not like nicotine would have been like. It's like a nasty dodgy high with too much dopamine without the nicotine effect. It doesn't constrict the blood vessels. So that would be like the sort of option one for experimenting on an area. But option two would be entire towns and cities and throughout Britain, they change their products, so they don't have the usual stuff. The Project Artichoke document covers this sort of thing. I'm going to get on to the next part now, once I've listened to what I've just said, and explain something else. Please stay with this. And see what you think of this one. I'm going to continue where I left off. I used to order vape oil since the end of 2019 off the internet, which used to come from further up in England. I live in Wales, and it was nice, it used to help me relax. I stopped ordering it. There have been issues with the post, obviously. Let's go back 2 years ago. I stopped ordering it. But I started going to vape shops around this area, which covers Cardiff and the area I live here. And it's like smoking pure shit. It's no nicotine effect off it. It's like a nasty effect. And I'm going to cover two main retailers where I've purchased oil off their counters as well. Would be the Co-op in Cwmbran. And I'd given up smoking for 6 solid weeks. I did not consume any nicotine. I got pissed up and I decided I thought get some oil to fill my little crappy vape up. So I went down there and bought an oil. I put 18 milligrams, so it would have been a 6 milligram oil. So anyone who vapes may understand. I smoked it, and there was no nicotine high off it. It was like smoking shite. And that particular shit I smoked sent me into a spiralling, which caused a bit of a problem. I've now realised that if you do smoke it, you need to leave it alone. It takes about 6 hours to wear off. And it has happened in other products. Like I covered my flat where I lived, where I'd gone back with bottled water. It's on my channel in Weird Stuff Throughout My Life. I'd gone back to my flat and drank bottled water. It's like the same as that. Unfortunately, I've happened to have the same thing a few times. But anyway, go back to the fact now. I bought this oil from this co-op where I live, and you smoked it. After 6 weeks, you would have a nicotine high, and it was like smoking pure shit, and it made you feel shitty. And it's like space speed without the nicer feeling, and it's a bit of a stimulant, bit the euphoria without the nice feeling. That's how I can explain how it feels, like that. Not quite like ecstasy, because it makes you feel so shitty. But yeah, so I bought this in this co-op, and recently I bought a disposable vape in 2 shops. One was a local convenience store just up the road where I live. I just threw it out straight away. Before that, I bought one in a Marks and Spencer's garage, which I think the garage part is from Shell, and the shop is Marks and Spencer's, which is just down the road from me. I bought this vape, and it's like smoking pure shit. There's no nicotine in it. I know what nicotine feels like. And you put this shit in your mouth, and it's like, I don't think dopamine's the right word for it, but it's like smoking pure shite. So I can either throw this into 2 angles. It either schizo-operating me, which supposedly do have the capabilities to tell dickheads who work in shops a pile of trash to give him this product, what he's looking for, but they do have that capability. I did work at a Tesco Express when I was 16 down West Wales. I did sort of have a little look at something he was doing down there, but this is different to that, because otherwise, well, if it's what you're thinking of what he was doing down West Wales, it would be a nationwide issue, and he would be able to do it. But no, that's a schizo version. I buy these vapes, and it's like smoking pure shite. And the option 2 would be experimenting on the entire area where I live. Because I've been to several different retail places throughout this last month trying to find some nicotine that actually feels like nicotine, and it's shite. I'm going to have to add another part in now. My pleasure is okay-ish. I have read DSM-5, and it's the state of the victim is unable to feel certain pleasures. Well, my pleasures are okay-ish. It'd be better if I wasn't having nicotine or these products. It would be a lot better. So I can't say my pleasure receptors are fucked, because I do feel pleasure. If I have an alcoholic drink, I feel that, and other bits and pieces. And I'll leave it at that, but you can chew in nicotine, and you're not feeling your nicotine. So I'm going to go back to the schizo-op version now. What they would do would be provide the victim with nicotine products. They may well have nicotine in it, but it may well be a certain chemical in it which antagonises the nicotine receptor itself, which can cause chain smoking because you want to try to feel better. So that would be an option. The other option would be DNA scanning, so we can maybe put a certain thing into nicotine products, which the victim would be aggravated about, but other people who smoke the same products may not be aggravated about. That's an option as well I can throw onto the table. But I've been smoking nicotine since I was 15 years old, and it's I smoked a bon a little while back. You smoke your bon, or you could eat your fucking weed, and you feel fine. So soon as you roll a spliff with tobacco, you start spinning fucking out, like, do you know what I mean? Like, how the hell do you explain that fucking option? That's why I end up going to vaping, because every time I smoked the fucking cigarette, I was fucking tripping out. So I started vaping, and it was fine. But I think the little shite heads, private corporations with strong ties to the NHS, started to kick on. Oh, he knows now that fucking nicotine's driving him stupid. Let's fuck his vape boil up. But yeah, the private corporations do have the power to fuck about with local retailers. They can probably say to local retailers all sorts of stuff, as I know about this fucking watch list was them experiencing in West Wales, some Tesco Express. But the funny, sarcastic bastards don't even realise I barely even fucking smoke. It's just I've ended up having a beam and bonnet of my mother's tobacco and fag smoke. They do have the capabilities of doing it. And the main culprit in this area would be Sainsbury's, because I go in there, like, I used to shop in there all the time. And it's like, you're smoking pure shit, like, it's not nicotine. And that goes for nicotine pouches as well. It's a video on my channel where I bought the entire shelf out of Morrison's petrol station, and I gathered they had the first couple of ones lined up. Oh, we know he'd come here and get these. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 all had little black pieces of shit in them, out in the nicotine pouches. The rest of them was just like pure shite. So this is why I think it concerns everyone, like, because they've removed like the nicotine like effect, and they put a chemical on it to cause the same stimulant because of the spike protein issue, possibly. So I don't want to be funny enough. Like, if you want nicotine, you're probably better off fucking going to bloody Spain and on holiday and get it that way. If you smoke your bloody nicotine, it's not going to be any fucking use to you. Like, that's what I thought I'd say at this point. Now I'm gonna listen to what I've just said. I'm trying to cover points. But yeah, if you watched certain documentaries, they wouldn't experiment on an entire town, city, by fucking about red stuff. Right, as I'm still recording now, I'm going to be out with it. Who notices Asda's big green delivery lorry? Who notices Sainsbury's orange delivery lorry? I know who notices Morrison's delivery lorry, which is the slightly different colour, like a dark green. Well, if you look around these supermarkets in this town, you notice they have a dodgy red lorry that shows up and delivers their stuff. That's the same for the Tesco Express as well. It's a dodgy little red lorry. It shows up to all these supermarkets, which delivers their stock. Go back 10 years back, I used to sit and watch Asda's delivery lorry all the time. It used to come quite regular all the time, and it used to be a big green Asda lorry when I used to live in town. I had a perfect overlook at Asda's delivery amendments. But I've noticed since 2018 and 19, a bit before, they always have a dodgy, shitty half full of the pack red lorry. And I go for Sainsbury's, Morrison's and Asda in this area. I can pretty be rest assured they would have their branded delivery trucks. What's that about, like? Do I live in an experimental town where they're fucking about with stuff? So to walk around my town, where I live, I look at people, they look like they're, like, distant from themselves, like. I don't speak to anyone. I don't tend to speak to anyone, like. They just look distant and, like, weird, like. Not about the pathetic voiceovers that the fucking evil AI like to smash at me and try to convince me of all sorts of shite. I'm on about now, they look at people, they just look so distant, like. It's a weird thing to explain. Yeah. But TIAI phenomena and pathetic sounds bombasted at a victim is one thing, like. That's one issue which I have to deal with personally, but other people in society have got their own shite as well, which is pretty bad, like, and they're so fast asleep and unaware. I feel so sorry for them, like. And you've got the DSM fucking shite heads who come around as well, and I feel sorry for them in a little way, because they're not told every single thing from A to fucking Z of classified fucking shite that goes on, like. They're just told to do something. The DSM people who want to cause the fuck up, it's like an eye, just to gaslight, trying to make you go in front of your psychiatrist and talk shite. Well, anyway, It's so fucked up, right? The powers of being up the top, yeah, are so fucked up. These little bloody people who work in psychiatry, yeah, they be questioning their own sanity, like, they would be looking at themselves and thinking, fucking hell, I've been to uni for so many years, I've learnt of bloody psychiatry, fucking DSM through the books, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, it actually is a real bloody problem. Just for the record as well, though, psychiatry do use schizo set-up stuff to try to get them into the places. That's what I was on about, the schizo-operated drugs and nicotine products. So yes, they do that. And I've witnessed other patients in the hospitals consuming stuff that makes them scatty. You watch them smoke a cigarette, and all of a sudden they're up and down, and then they leave it alone. I know how that shit works. It takes 45 to 60 minutes, maybe a bit longer if you've had a nasty dose of it to wear off. So yes, the Iron Bevan and other health boards throughout Britain do purposely make people ill for no fucking reason, apart from the pathetic AI, which the pathetic AI, if you know what you're dealing with, it won't send you as stupid as the stuff they may poison you with, is what I can add as well, just for the record. But I leave a small talk here now. It's not small talk, it's interesting talk for me. And leave it where I am now, okay? But yeah, I should cover a few bits and pieces. I'm only 12 minutes in on this talk, so I'll leave it here now.